This activity is called Story of Encouragement. The purpose of this activity is to give the children a practical example of how to encourage another person with words and actions. The children will hear the story of someone in need and how someone helped them out. The children will see that actions can encourage people by giving them hope and letting them know that they are not alone and that we care about them. There are 3 stories provided on this help sheet. We recommend that you find a real story from your church or community that demonstrates encouraging others by doing practical things to help them. You may use 1 or more stories if you choose. For this activity, you're only going to need the help sheet. To introduce the activity, say something like this. One way to encourage others is to help them. Helping people encourages them by giving them hope and letting them know that we care about them. I'm going to read you a story about someone who was having a difficult time in their life and someone who encouraged them with words and actions. Listen to this story. Read or tell the story of your choice. Ask questions during the story or at the end. Forrest Reese was 6 years old when his dad, Bill Reese, was diagnosed with cancer. Forrest had to spend a lot of time waiting in hallways or in the waiting room of the hospital. When Forrest went home at night with his mom, Jane, and his baby sister, Savannah, he missed his dad very much. Friends from their church and school arranged fundraisers. They delivered food to the hospital and took care of the house and chores so that Forrest and his family could stay with Bill during the day. One friend set up a website so that friends all over the world could get updates about Bill and pray for him. Friends of Forrest and his family made sure that Forrest got time to play and have fun with his friends. They took care of Forrest's schooling, church, and extracurricular activities. They brought games and activities for Forrest and set up a PlayStation and a computer in Bill's hospital room so that Forrest could play games and watch movies with his dad. So that Forrest and his family could go home and get some sleep, Bill's friends signed up to stay with him at night. They stayed awake all night praying for him and taking care of anything he needed so that his family didn't have to worry about him being alone. This was one of the single most meaningful acts of love and sacrifice that the Reese family experienced. Friends of Forrest's family prayed that Bill would completely be healed from his cancer, but they also prepared to help Forrest and his family if Bill died. A video of Bill was made for Forrest and Savannah. That way they would always be able to hear their daddy telling them that he loved them and teaching them about God and the Bible. Bill died on May 29, 2006, but friends continue to pray for Jane, Forrest, and Savannah every day and do encouraging things for them. They are encouraging to Forrest and his family because they show Forrest and his family that they are loved. Loved by their friends and loved by God. During the activity, say the following. Why was the person in the story discouraged? That's right, because he was sick. Very good. What did the other people do to encourage them? Good, they brought him some games, made sure that he had some time to play. Very good. Why was that encouraging? Good job. After the activity, say something like this. When you are discouraged, would you rather someone just said something encouraging to you, or would you rather that they say something and do something to help you out? When we do something to help someone, it is encouraging because it shows that person that we love them. 1 John 3:18 says, Dear children, let's not merely say that we love each other. Let us show the truth by our actions. We should show God's love to people by saying and doing things to encourage them. This story is a practical example of showing encouragement to someone by helping them out. This week, find a way to encourage someone that you know.